What's going on, guys? Spartan Willie here, and welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of our Rebuilding Ferrari Motorsport Manager F1 2020 mod, also known as the Hanoi Grand Prix. Okay, so just before we get started, make sure to leave a like on the video if you're enjoying them. It really helps the videos out, it gets them out there in the algorithm. But yeah, that being said, of course, got Hanoi today, like I said in the intro, and 9 days to our gearbox, 10 days to the race. Chances are we won't have it before the race, but you know what? It's fine. We'll deal with it. Improving parts wise, we're working on the engines just because the engines take a lot of damage throughout the race because we always push and we always have fuel. So getting them up to scratch is a massive priority. Now, low speed, front wing, we've pretty much already got that max. High speed, we're going to work on the reliability, a little bit of that as well. Factory stuff, ideal, not anymore. And it's going to be a really quick turnaround here because the gearbox is going to be done now. Now, can we get this gearbox to an acceptable reliability level? Yes, it's already at 100. Beautiful. Well, we will have the new gearbox for the Hanoi, which is great to see. So, there we go. Both got new parts on the car. Hey, how is Danny's car so better than mine? I'm an equal status driver. Yeah, I know. But, you know, not anymore. So, if we move on to what we're going to do next, got a bit of an improvement with the gearbox to do performance-wise, so we'll work on doing that. But maybe we'll do a bit of suspension. No, we're going to do another engine, so then the Leclerc gets a good engine as well. So it's going to take 33 days. So this is quite the build, but we're going to do it anyway. So build that engine. So then the Leclerc can have a decent engine in the back of his Ferrari too, because right now he's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, and he'll get that 1, 3, 3, 4. So improved by 100, so that's good. And then Ricciardo will have an insane engine. We actually don't have the best engine on grid as well. Red Bull and Mercedes have both overtaken us, which is a bit disappointing. You can't have things, if you're not moving forward in Formula 1, you're moving backwards, as they say. So, that is it. I will see you for qualifying. Okay, welcome to qualifying here at Hanoi / Black Sea. You know, we see the Russian flag there. Won't fool us too much, but Q1 is obviously our first task here. So great practice. I'm really happy with how it went. We actually sorted things out really early. So we're just doing laps for no reason, but that's fine. It's practice. I'm going to try and get this excellent speed balance, but it's kind of a challenge. So I'm assuming it's going to be all dry. Yep. That's a dangerous assumption because it probably can rain here, but it's not going to today. So, well, Q1. So continue, take qualifying, send them out straight away on the use set, get them out nice and early so we can try and perfect that setup. Send them out, there we go. Look, if it's still not 100% the setup, we can send them out on that used set of tyre again, so that's a good option. Hopefully we just go through on one lap. So it's a 103, 4 tenths of Hamilton on a used set of tyres. That Mercedes, we are bridging that gap nicely. Still can't get that speed balance there, which is weird, but we'll put it there. Send him out again on the same set of tyre, why not? And Verstappen takes the top of the standing again. Yeah, and now Leclerc's okay. He's fully perfected it now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's what we like to see. Oh, he's in 12th. That is lower than we would have liked. He's got a new gearbox in the car. Come on. I mean, the gearbox won't really help you around here, apparently, so. But, you know, you gotta put... I think as soon as you get that new engine in his car, well, Daniel Ricciardo's engine in his car, then we could be onto something here. But we're done running in Q1 now. All setups are perfected. We're through to Q2. Hopefully, if Leclerc... No, look, is the bottom of the... Basically the Q3 going, which is a bit concerning because as you see there, below Leclerc it's like 3 seconds off Verstappen and we're only 1.7. So it's the bottom of where we want to be, which is concerning. But we won't take it too much to heart here as it's only Q1. We use the used set of tyres and everyone's just going to sit in the pit. No running in the end of Q1, which is a bit bizarre, but we'll take it. No one felt like they can improve, I suppose. But Giovinazzi, yeah, 3 tenths, probably not. So continue on. ART, bottom of the grid. They're having a rough introduction to Formula 1. That's a damn sure. But on Q2, because there's so many spec parts in Formula 2, like when you come to building your own parts, it's a completely different ballgame. Obviously, I have to use new tyres now because we'll be stuck on them for the race otherwise if we use those tyres again. We do not want that. So we got so many tyre sets. It's fine. Especially when you use the same one in Q1 that you used in practice. It's like you still got 11 to use. So go on as many runs as necessary. But I think we could probably only use one. So then we go on like 4. We could probably eke out 4 runs in Q3, which is insane. Unheard of. And Leclerc is going to go out again. Just a bit of peace of mind. So there you go, Leclerc. Out lap. Oh, you should be right, but why not? Why not send him out again? We got the tyre sets. Look at that gap between the cars. It's the biggest gap on grid probably. Followed closely by Alonso and Ocon though. They got a pretty big gap between them as well. So, and he's in 9th, but I think we'll be okay. Everyone else is coming on in laps, so Ocon probably won't close the gap to Stroll, let alone, I don't know, maybe Stroll. Yeah, maybe Stroll, but not Leclerc. Setup's fine, Leclerc. It's at 98%. It's not the setup, man. It's not the setup. It's probably a mixture of 80% the car and 20% you, because you've not been impressive this season. So far. Australia, it was alright. It wasn't his fault. Bahrain was shocking. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Why are we looking at Verstappen's face? I swear it gets longer every race. That little pause at the end of the session. But Q3, we're going to be able to get quite a few runs here if we go straight out. So straight out, new set, out your bop, give him a bit of space, send out Leclerc. He needs as much running as possible if he's going to set a competitive time. Good gap between them. As soon as they get back in the garage, they get sent out again. Cardo on his flying wrap. Goes green, sector 1. So sector 3 is ridiculously short. On provisional pole for about 5 seconds. That was pretty cool. We were on pole in Australia, weren't we? Yeah, because of the rain. So, wow, what a race that was for us, honestly. Just thinking back at it. Pole to race win is just beautiful. But here in Hanoi, will we have such glory? Probably not, as both Mercedes are ahead of us, but there's only a 10th in it, so not even a 10th, sorry. And yes, there it is. Ricciardo improves greatly, and we're going to be able to send him out again. So send him out again. Look at all these runs. It's just the first time ever. I think we've had 4 runs in Q3. Insane numbers here. So we're going to send out Leclerc again. Because such a short lap. From Bahrain's 148 to today's 102. It's incredible, but hopefully Ricciardo can hold on to P3 on the grid. That'd be fantastic, because he's actually got some decent race starts in him. And we'll probably be able to get him out again. Leclerc might not make it, to be honest. No, he definitely won't make it. So Leclerc is done for qualifying. But Ricciardo might get one more lap out of it, hopefully. 26 seconds, 20. Yeah, he make it. Come on. Oh, and we've dropped down to 5th. Oh, no. That's disappointing. I thought we were going to be on the 2nd row, but we're on the 3rd row with Alonso. That doesn't sound so great now, does? So, I don't know. I was trying to rhyme it. But, yeah. Race day. But it's alright. It's only a couple places behind. We can't be too disheartened. Now, what do we do? Is it going to rain today? No. It's only 42 laps. This is going to be a very quick race. We have more laps in Bahrain, right? And it was a much longer lap. So, 42 laps around this tiny little circuit will take about 42 minutes. Plus pit stops, give or take, probably close to an hour. But here we go. Race start. Alonso beside us. Concerned a bit. Good start. We're away. Leclerc, stay up there, please. Don't fall back. But a good start here from Danny Rick. Going to zoom ahead a little bit. Leclerc's up in the 6th. We'll slow it down a little bit so we can watch it. And Alonso has fallen back. I can't say I'm not happy with that. And, oof, the Red Bulls. Hamilton's out in front. What's happened? The Red Bulls never get good starts. But they might be able to save it at the end like they always do. Oh, tyres overheating. I completely forgot. I mean, 3 laps in, tyres overheating already. Jeez, rough. Tough game. But just let them down a little bit. Just don't want to lose so much pace. This is the annoying track where they can't get too close because of the grandstands and stuff block it. Maybe from this side we can. But we got Alonso on our gearbox already as the tyres have now cooled down a little bit. We're going to tell him to calm down on the fuel as well because the fuel's up there as well. Alonso goes around the outside of the clear here in the corner, but we fight him off a little bit. Gets past us. We're going to jump back aboard English. Jump along board Ricardo here, who's into 4th. Overtook Bottas. But 2 Red Bulls in front. Bottas is sneaking back up. Alonso's still staying with Bottas, which is surprising, to be honest. Got to get those tyres in temp, but they're not going up fast enough, are they? Bottas gets past. And the tyres are in a weird spot right now. There we go. Right, we're in a good racing temp. Hopefully we can pull away a little bit. We've got to start saving on fuel as well, or else we're not going to make it to the end of this race. We're going to run out of fuel at the line. Alonso will overtake us like it always. Well, whenever we run out of fuel, it seems like Alonso's there to pounce on it. Let's just say that. But 13 laps in, pit window is still ages away. This race is almost halfway through, really. So, quick race here. Stuck behind the Mercedes for ages, yeah. Look, we're not quite there with the Mercedes and Red Bulls. I'm just happy that we're past Alonso and, well, not even Ocon. Ocon wasn't part of the picture last year at all, really, when you think about it. Well, you don't have to think about it. Had about 50 points, and Alonso had about 200 or something. But just going through this race, tyres are starting to get a bit warm. Yes. I know, Danny. I know. I got you, brother. I got you. Back on neutral. Right at the bottom of the windows. And then we got charging back up. We've got plenty of fuel to use now. Alonso is on the hybrid. Stroll is catching up to Leclerc, though, which is not good. Chuck it in overtake. Get past Giovinazzi. Oh, stay in front of Giovinazzi. None of that blue flag cheese. Zoom ahead. Yep, that gap to Stroll opens back up by another second. Hopefully we can... Alonso's a bit far up the road. That Renault is probably still better than our number 2 Ferrari. So that's something to keep in mind. But we're staying with Bottas a little bit here. Hamilton's still 4.5 seconds out in front. And these tyres have gone much longer than I thought they would. Much longer. But yeah, that's a decent surprise here. I don't want to no stop, but as it is on the cards when you think about it. If everyone else no stops, I'm not pitting. That's my new rule this season. The regulations, this is a game. It's not about the regulations in real life. But we could no stop on super softs, which is ridiculous. Probably not actually. I don't know. We'll see. We'll take it as it comes. Hopefully everyone else pits. But look at the 8 laps of fuel we have spare. That is ridiculous. Overtake a little bit then. We're just saving so much fuel. Wait, we overtook 2 drivers, so everyone else is pitting. Okay, well I don't know what to do now. I'm a bit confused. Because we could probably make it to the end of this tyre compound. Do we just do it? You know what, we have to. We have to do it, surely. I don't know, we'll see where we stand. It'll physically hurt me pitting with 6 laps to go if I think I can make it to the end. So we'll tell him to chuck it in overtake and see where it gets us. Here's Alonso pitted as well, so if we pit now with Leclerc, Alonso will get back past. And the tyres are in a good range right now. Good temp. Bring them back down a little bit. Esteban Ocon has a technical issue, poor bloke. And 2 laps to go here, and this race has been very quick, and it's going to be a no stop from us. We're not pitting on the final lap. I refuse. We made it to the end on the tyre that we've qualified in Q2 on. Daniel Ricciardo is going to come through for his 3rd podium of the season. Wow, great result, guys, goes. This is going to be a very quick episode, but it's a great result, and we keep Renault well behind us there with that result as well. So we're definitely looking up than down, aren't we? Because 3rd place, we're looking up at the Red Bulls and Mercedes, not below at the Renault's Racing Points and McLaren's. So not really the race I want to do, but other people did no stop, like Lewis. Yeah, a lot of people no stops. It's fine. Sergio Perez did too, but 3rd podium of the year from Danny Rick. He's 4 points behind Hamilton. Oh, he was leading last race, wasn't he? And look, yeah, we're definitely looking above. But then they got quite a gap as well, so below 19, 19, 19. That's quite a midfield battle. AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, someone, who was the other team? There's 4 teams with no points: ART, Alfa Romeo, AlphaTauri, and someone else. But that was a very quick race. I'm recording. It's 13 minutes of qualifying and race. It was a 7-minute race. So I don't remember this being so short last time out. Vietnam. That was a 20-minute video last time. What did I do? Maybe I slowed it down more at the start. I must have been. So of course we're losing 2.5 mil a race, but we're also saving a lot for next year's car. Mick Schumacher wins that Grand Prix in F2. If we jump ahead to Ed Straw interview, which one of you drives better? Daniel Ricciardo. Not even close. If you look at the standings, well, he's got the better car. But you just have to answer that question. That was the obvious answer, I think. Because if you don't, you lose marketability, and that's a whole thing. So, we're not going to continue. Obviously, that's next race. But we've got Shanghai in 3 days. So I'll see you then. If you're enjoying the video and the series, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already. I hope you enjoyed today's short race. And I'll see you for Shanghai.